Hey, welcome to Who Effing Knows podcast, special edition today. I got Bailey, aka Slim Despanie. Did I say that right?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Welcome, man. Welcome to the podcast. I appreciate you joining. How you doing today, man?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for having me, Patrick.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Anytime. I'm getting a kick out of sitting down with you guys. I know I told Corey, I was just talking to you about this before we hopped in here. I told Corey it's always a good time meeting with you guys. Met with Nick Anderson a little bit in the off season while he was going through his Saints training camp and stuff. So it's been really cool just digging in and picking the brain of you Tulane guys, man. I love it. Big fan. Um, but let's jump in. Let's get started. I wanted to get to know you a little bit first. Obviously the nickname Slim. First question I have is where to come from. Tell me a little about it. Tell me about yourself, man.
Uh, well, in high school, I played with the Bootleggers, the Louisiana 707 team.
Okay.
So, basically everybody had like their own nickname or so. So, I had made an interception one 707 game, and then it was like, oh, Bailey don't have a nickname. So I was like, at that point in time, I was winning, I think like 170 at most.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, we just gonna call him Slim. And from there, I just took it and ran with it.
Okay. I hear that. I was curious. I figured anytime I see Slim, I just assume at some point you were a skinny dude in your life
Yeah.
and it just stuck. That's how it seems to go. Um, Shoot, I'm losing battery here. I didn't even check that before we hopped in. It's all right. We'll make it quick. Um, yeah, when I was younger, I was a big dude, so I always got stuck with the other names, like Hoss and Big Guy and like all the random lame stuff.
And
So
it's crazy because like now that I gained like 30 some pounds
I
since I've
see
been at
that.
Tulane. And Coach Fresh out the blue during fall camp, he started calling me Buff. It was like we in the middle of practice, he's yelling Buff on the microphone. It was like everybody like who he's talking to, and then he comes to me, he started calling me that. So now everybody calling me Buff, Slim, just depend on the day.
I feel you. That's fun, man. That's cool. Yeah, you put on some weight, man. You getting that
Yeah,
weight up. That's good, man. I mean, hey, it's needed, right?
yeah,
Especially standing up last week to guys like Ole Miss, which we'll get into in a little bit, but you
yeah.
know, that's good to see. Well, cool. I was just curious. Outside of that, I wanted to get an idea kind of what brought you to Tulane. I'm sure you mentioned you saw the interview with Corey. He said he didn't even know where Tulane was when he was first getting recruited, which you being a Lafayette boy, I assume,
Yeah.
you knew where it was. But tell me about that. How'd you get here?
Um, it was a I wouldn't say it wasn't very much of a long process since it was around COVID. I was coming off a really good junior year. I was talking to like Coach JJ, Coach Nagel, was talking to them my junior year. Look, Devin did that's Devin right there. What's going
What up,
on?
Devin? What's going on, man?
But yeah, I was talking to them around my junior year or so. Uh and they were supposed to come see me for spring. COVID ended up happening. They ended up sending an offer to me, and I committed on the spot, knowing like I didn't really too much know if I was gonna have my senior year or not. So that's why I ended up committing. Honestly, it was really one of the best decisions I made in my life. I love it here. I
Yeah,
love it here.
that's awesome, man. Yeah, I hear it. It's everything I'm seeing, everything I'm hearing from everybody I'm talking to, it really feels like a cool family atmosphere, man. Like y'all really
Yeah,
building something special. Talk to that.
it's 100% is. Crazy thing is, I'm the one that got Corey to flip from Arkansas State to Tulane. Uh, but it's just since I feel like since we all had committed here, we basically like at least my class, we basically have been like friends. We was texting each other before we even got on campus or so, this, that, and another. And when we all got here with the incoming freshmen right now too, we just take them in like family. I feel like that's just something that's due to everybody that commits to us, to like for them trusting us with their future here at Tulane. And I just feel like the coaches do a good job of that. Coach Fritz does a good job, and all everybody, like the support staff also.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's awesome to hear. It kind of makes me think, and I didn't have this written down. It's just something I'm thinking of right
Mm-hmm.
now. With that, with guys coming in, it being a really good community, everybody being friends, at other schools and at Tulane a little bit, you see the transfer portal popping up. It's something that's kind of front and center in college football right now.
Yeah.
How how has that impacted you guys? Is that something that people talk about? Is it just like,
Mm.
it's just there if I'm not getting playing time? Like how does that work for a player in the mindset?
Uh, I would say at Tulane, we really is really like the last option. I feel like it's something like everybody wants to be at Tulane. Like if you're there, like and experience the things that we experience, like as being on a football team, like everybody wants to stay. But I just feel like we never have like I don't think like even last year we had even over 10. I don't think we ever had over 10 like that got in the transfer portal. It was I think at least five or less. So I mean that just goes to show you how the culture is and stuff. It's not really oh, I'm not getting no playing time. I'm gonna just leave. I'm gonna go find another place. It's like at Tulane we just trust the process, trust our coaches with our future and see where it takes us.
Yeah. It also seems just from the outside looking in that the coaching staff does a good job of getting guys playing time, even guys that may not be the starters, guys that are sophomores, freshmen. You see guys playing a lot more.
Yeah.
Obviously, you stepping into a big role as a sophomore. Um, it's cool to see. So, but yeah, well, cool. Just switching up a little bit. I had a question around like, a lot of people when they look at Tulane, especially this year, coming off of last year, you had Ty J. Everybody looks at the offense, offense, offense. They look at Michael
Yeah.
Pratt this year, the Pratt for Heisman thing everybody talks about. But talk to me a little bit about the defense. I've had the privilege, kind of behind the scenes at least, of hearing Larry Brooks talk about kind of the defensive backs this year and how they're a
Uh-huh.
bunch of dogs. Talk to me about y'all. Hype y'all up a little bit. Let me hear about it.
Uh I'm not really the one to hype.
Come on.
I just feel like we got a good bunch. We got a good bunch that understand like what we're doing on defense, what the goal is on defense, understand our assignment each and every play, and being able to execute that each and every play. We got a lot of smart guys on the defense that's like actually understand the game, not just out there playing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's really it. I'm Plays gonna come. Plays gonna come and we gonna make them. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. I mean, I know you're not wanting to hype yourself up, it seems like, but last week would you have 8 tackles? One of the
Yeah,
leading tacklers on the defense. That's always cool to see. Um, yeah. I mean, let yourself shine a little bit. All right. You can talk about yourself. It's fine. Um, yeah, excited to see. But thinking a little more about that, letting the plays come, things of that sort. You're coming off the Ole Miss game, which was tough, but it was a battle. I mean, y'all guys, y'all really held it together until the very end. The outcome of the game was a little different than the actual game itself. The score, I guess you
yeah.
should say, was a little different than the actual battle. Talk to me a little bit about the mindset coming off of that, and then going into the Southern Miss game, kind of where you guys are at.
Um, I feel like coming off that loss, it was I guess you can say a eye opener. You know what I mean? I feel like we played defense, we played good, we could have played better. We left players out there. So I just feel like that's just eye opener showing us that excuse me, that we gotta like when the players come, we gotta make them. We gotta make the lollipops, dunk the layups. So
Right.
we can't leave players out there on the field and it winds up ended up hurting us at the end of the game. So coming into this Southern Miss game, it's one that we circled on the calendar since last year after the
Yeah.
loss last year. So I would say we really not worried about the Ole Miss game. It's behind us. On to the next. Just trying to get the bell back.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna ask. I mean, there's a lot that goes into this game, right? I mean,
Yeah.
obviously the Battle of the Bell. I was gonna ask, is that something the fans pay attention to, or you already kind of answered it, like y'all circled it on the calendar?
Yeah, I feel like it's something that like the players get into too. It's not really like a social media or fan thing. It's like a culture thing with Tulane. I don't really too much know about Southern Miss, but like when we think about this game, it's a serious one. Like it's no games to be played.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And then I mean, obviously the coaching staff having ties over there with Coach Will Hall. I know there's a lot that goes into this weekend, so it should be
Mm-hmm.
exciting. I know on both sides, everybody's really excited. I was actually reading before I hopped in here, I was reading an article from one of the
Uh-huh.
Hattiesburg like newspapers or whatever, and they predicted Tulane to win in a nail biter. So I'm gonna have to have y'all prove them wrong and just blow them out of the water for me. All right.
Yeah, that's the hope.
I know they have Frank Gore,
Mhm.
big time running back from last year, really had a great year. Is the main focus going into this game going to be around the running game? Kind of give me an idea of the mindset defensively, how you guys are stepping into this.
Uh, I would say they got different formations to get him the ball. So basically, we just getting ready for everything that they done put on film from 2 years ago, last year to this year. So it's not really centered around him or anybody. We just schemed up what we saw on film, what we liked against him, and we're gonna see from there.
I got you. Just kind of strap up and play, right?
Basically, just play our defense, play our ball.
I got you. Just figure it out as we go. I like that. All right, let's have a little more fun here. I know I wanted to talk about all the football stuff. There's other sports questions I have, but we'll start with this. And this isn't, we'll do popcorn questions like quick hitters in a minute, but that's not really what I'm getting at yet. Um, the first question I have, if you could end a drive, right? Any way in particular, I'm going to throw out two opportunities here. Which one gets you more excited? Is it a
Okay.
sack on like fourth down, turnover on downs, or is it a big interception?
I
Like coming hot off the edge, just cleaning up the quarterback.
I would say the sack. I would say the sack. Yeah, coming
Okay.
hot of the yeah. I'll say that one. I'll say that one. Because as a DB, you really don't get those. You really don't get too much of those opportunities. So yeah, I say that one.
I like that. That's honestly, I probably oversold it when I was saying it because I assumed that might be the answer. I know for me watching, like the interceptions are always cool, right? But you
Yeah.
don't see that one as much. So
Right.
I like it. All right, cool. So you saw I was talking to Corey.
Uh,
Um, he mentioned he's played some other sports. I jokingly put out he said he was the best basketball player on the team. I saw that you played basketball in high school though, and you played track too.
yeah.
You
Uh huh.
think who's the best basketball player, maybe on defense, on a team, or whatever? Let's get a hot take.
I'm gonna say defense first. Uh I don't know. I don't know.
Are y'all doing a lot of pickup
We,
games, or is it just really
nah,
just
we really did. Coach Frizz don't want us to play basketball. He always say we came to school. We signed a scholarship for football, so you don't want to play basketball.
I got you.
But um, I really don't know. I really don't know on defense. Team wise, gosh, I don't know.
You looking.
He's, I don't know, man.
That's all good. We can move on. I won't make you put out a hot take, have people coming after you. Um, all right, pregame. You're rolling into the game. What helps you mentally prepare? Is it a song? Is there something to get you amped, or is it more just calming? Like what's your routine?
I listen to this one song every time, every game before we go out to do the warm up stuff. I listen to this one song. It's from a Lafayette artist. His name DJ. And yeah, it just get me hyped, get me ready to play.
Okay. What's the song? I want to listen
Uh,
to it.
is Message
You,
to the Street Part Two.
okay. Okay. Cool. All right, let's do some quick hitters and then we'll close it out. All right. I'm not gonna keep you too long. Let you get back to your day, especially prepare for this weekend. All right. First thing that comes to mind, I'm gonna run through a list of just random questions. I'm sure you saw with Corey. Um, and with you being from Lafayette, there's one thing I threw in here that was a big stink, and you'll know what it is when I say it, hopefully. All right, first one. What's your favorite Tulane uniform combo?
I would say we'll win this weekend. Green, white, green.
Green, white, green. I like it. Dusty crawfish, yes or no?
No.
No. All right. All right. That was the one, by the way. Um, what's the last TV show you binge watched?
You could repeat the question?
Yeah, what's the last TV show you binge watched?
SWAT.
SWAT? Okay. I remember I saw Tajay answer that question somewhere. That's what made me ask it. And he said it was like Sanford and Sons or something like that. I was like, what is this? What is this dude watching? All right, favorite restaurant.
Grand Isle.
Okay. I like that one. Pineapple on pizza.
No. Horrible. Disgusting.
I'm gonna go through a couple like that right now too. Sugar and grits?
Yeah.
I agree. We're on the same page here. What's your go-to snowball flavor?
Bubblegum
Okay.
with condensed milk.
Okay. I like that. Do you have a spot? What's your go-to spot?
Snola is right off
Okay.
Carrot. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay. If you had to cook a meal, what's it gonna be?
Turkey necks. Smothered turkey necks.
Okay. And then a go-to karaoke song. We'll close it with that.
Uh,
Come on, I know you got one.
uh, I'm gonna say Betty White. No pain, no gain.
Okay.
There we
Okay.
go. We're down.
I like it. I like it. Well, that's all I got, man. I appreciate you coming on. I just want to put something out real quick, before the game this weekend, get the fans kind of excited, hyped up a little bit. Can't wait to see how you guys perform tomorrow. Like I said, excited about that. Is there anything you want to shout out? Anything you want to say before I let you run?
Uh, Not really. Just ready to get the bell back. Roll away.
Hell yeah. Well, cool. Well, good luck this weekend, man. I appreciate everything. If there's ever anything we can do for you, we love you guys. So feel free to reach out.
Appreciate you, Patrick.
Absolutely, man. Take care.
Have a good one.